when I got to treatment, one of the things that really stood out to me that I heard over and over again was you're going to have to change one thing, and that's everything. And that to me scared me to death. But the cool thing about that was I knew it was possible. And I had sat in these rooms. When I went to treatment, they said these very specific things, like 1 in 5, 1 in 35 of you will stay clean and sober for 5 years. And I just remember literally, and these were some terminologies that I used back in the day. Was I looked up at the sky because we were outside doing our therapy session. I just remember looking up, even though I wasn't a believer. I remember looking up and going, God, I want to be that one. Jesus, I want to be that one. Please, Lord, let me be the one that stays clean and sober for 5 years, because those were the statistics back then. I went to treatment in May of 1988. That's a long time ago. Remember, I told you I got clean before dirt. So in May of 1988, sitting outside in Vancouver, Washington, at this little treatment center, telling God, I want to be that one. I want to be that one to stay clean for 5 years. I set a goal and didn't even realize that I had done that. And when they told me you're going to have to change one thing, just one thing, you have to change one thing, and that was everything, they said things like the friends you keep, the places you go, the things you do, all of that has to change. And I thought, that's a big, tall order. And I just really grabbed onto the idea that it was going to take a lot of effort to stay clean. And then I knew when I got home back to Walla Walla that I was going to have to do some very simple things. And those simple things were, I was going to have to go to recovery meetings. I was going to have a sponsor, which they talked about heavily in the treatment program I was in. They talked about doing step work, the 12 steps of a recovery program. And I was so terrified that I was willing to do whatever it took, because when I walked into that facility, like I shared with you, I didn't know who I was, because who I had become was not who I know God intended me to be.